Once upon a time, nestled in a valley where fireflies danced and moonbeams painted the meadows, lived a forest filled with all sorts of trees. There were tall, proud oaks, slender, graceful birches, and sturdy, old pines. But even though they lived so close together, the trees weren't always the best of friends. "My branches are stronger than yours," a grumpy oak would often boom, shaking its thick limbs. "Oh yeah," a slender birch would whisper back, its leaves rustling with annoyance. "At least my leaves are a prettier color." And the old pines would just sigh, their needles drooping as they listened to the constant bickering. Now, living quietly among the roots of the trees was a soft, green blanket of moss. The moss was old and wise, and it had seen many seasons come and go. It had felt the warmth of countless sunbeams and the coolness of endless dewdrops. The moss loved all the trees, even when they were being grumpy. One sunny morning, as a particularly loud argument erupted between a young maple and a stubborn ash, the moss decided it was time to step in. Very, very slowly, it began to spread, inching its soft tendrils up the rough bark of the quarreling trees. The maple, feeling a soft tickle, stopped mid-sentence. "What's this?" it murmured, looking down at the gentle green creeping up its trunk. The ash, equally surprised, also fell silent. The moss felt cool and calming against their rough bark. The wise old moss, though it had no voice, seemed to whisper a gentle message as it climbed higher. It felt like it was saying, "Be soft, be gentle, just like me." The trees, feeling the moss's peaceful presence, began to feel a little softer inside too. From that day on, the trees started to speak to each other with more kindness. The grumpy oak still boasted about its strength, but now it would add, "Though your leaves, dear birch, do dance so beautifully in the breeze." And the slender birch, instead of snapping back, would say, "Your strong branches, oak, provide such wonderful shade for us all." The moss continued to spread, a soft, green reminder to all the trees to be gentle with their words. The forest became a much more peaceful place, filled with the rustling of leaves in harmony and the gentle whispers of the wind. The trees learned that even though they were all different, they could